Alright, Sierra Vista. Right now I'm able to use a separate electrical source for this recording. Oops, that's a mess. Come on, I need a little power here. Anybody behind me? I had a little coffee. Sierra Vista once again. It's an hour's drive. I need the GPS on. Anybody behind me? No. Okay, Sierra Vista. And I'm going for an hour, 60 miles. It's a heck of a drive. No overnight parking is allowed here. Did you know that? I overnight parked. It's not allowed. I did something that was against their policy. I have over half a tank of gas. Looking quite pretty. Do I do a left? Do I do a right? Do I do a straight? I gotta go back. So I'm pretty sure I take a right here. Oh no. Okay, yep. Going that way. Got a little bit of a fog on my windshield. I'm pretty sure I take a right down here. Because from what I studied, it showed that I had to go back the way I came. Part of the way.
Turn right on North Grand Avenue.
North Grand Avenue. What a grand proposition. I don't see the sign. There's no sign that says what street this is. It's the unnamed street. There's two signs for the street I'm on, but not a single sign for this street.
3/4 of a mile. Turn right on East Patagonia Highway.
Did you say right? Okay. And I should get an oil change at this next Walmart. It's looking more important than ever. It's a long drive into the sun, so I can't record that. I can't record staring at the sun. What is the speed limit? 40? Alright. Going back the way I came.
In 1/2 mile, turn right on East Patagonia Highway.
Patagonia. Limit to 30 miles an hour. 30 miles. Paco and Sons. Home Furniture. Grand Espanol. Reward for a missing Latina girl. 25,000. Oh, where do I take a right? Here? Where? Where's Patagonia? This is Mendables.
Turn right on East Patagonia Highway.
Oh, okay. Oh my God, I gotta pay attention. Alright, time to wake up.
Continue on East Patagonia Highway.
I'm on the highway? It's 30 miles an hour. 50 miles. Oh! Oh, that's so far. Pedestrians are prohibited at this point. Okay. It's just a long drive from here. Saguaro free. Probably not going to be any more saguaros. No cars are behind me. It's 30. I'm going 40. 45. Kicking it up a notch. Fred's Thrift Store. Really? There's supposed to be a bicycle shop on this side of the road, but somebody said it doesn't exist on the Google Maps. I like that feedback system. So I decided, and it didn't look. I looked on the map, and I didn't see any real clear pictures of a store. So I reported it as a non-business. Customs Border Patrol They got something on the top of their truck. Looks like a camera or something. Patagonia 17. That's the original thought. Junction SD 490 and 90 or something. Patagonia was something. If my bicycle tire wasn't flat, I would have considered stopping there. But I did not prepare. I failed. I should have gotten an extra tire, and I did not. And now it's hurt. It's come back to bite me. I did not expect that tire to go flat. I didn't even like try to repump it up either. I could have pumped it up and maybe it would have stayed pumped for a while. Maybe it's a slow leak. I really didn't check it. I was in such a busy area that I didn't want to do any crazy business. Wow, it's so hilly. It's like hilly like Oregon, but not lush like Oregon. Abundant Life Church. I have the library set. Sierra Del. Okay. Beatus Estates. Yeah, the wall would be a few miles down. The border would be a few miles down. I wonder if buying land around here requires a little more paperwork. Yeah, these businesses are down. Wow. That would be a nice tour. Check out them beat up buildings. There's people there though. One's missing a roof. Looks very interesting. Okay, yes, it is 55, so I'm only going 50. I had a small coffee this morning. I'm really loving the coffee, and I'm doing it kind of for my gallbladder. I wanna try to like squeeze out these stones. So I'm doing like a combination of coffee and peppermint, and they both taste great together. No denying that. Especially with milk, because actually it's a little strong with the coffee and the peppermint. But then you add milk. Why are they hitting their brakes? We're only going 50. The speed limit didn't slow down. This guy's still thinks that we're in the city or something. Oh, from Sonora? Okay. 025 PMW. I think that's a Sonora plate. Mile 5. We're going 40 miles an hour on a 55. Yeah, that truck caught up. And they're gonna ride their brakes on the 5% grade. Loma. It's 0.2 miles. There's a speed limit change to 50 for the curve, maybe. Oh, they're hitting their brakes. Don't want to go over 40 miles. It says 50. Maybe they can't read numbers. Maybe the number system is different in Mexico. They're being extra cautious, probably because they're delivering drugs. When you just smuggle drugs across the border, make sure you don't speed. You don't want to attract unwanted attention. River Road on the left to Kesney. On the right, Little Red Schoolhouse. Mouse. So I'll arrive at 9:56. The library opens at 10. Actually, at this speed, it's going to be well after 10. It's 8:55 now. That's over an hour's drive. And that's saying if I'm going the speed limit and not following slowpokes. Oh, that truck behind me is gone. It's just me and this car. I should pit stop him. I should pit maneuver him and then get by. How easy is it to pit maneuver a big car like that with my little Ford Focus? Be like, get out of the way. Yeah, ooh, that's not a good gear. Dropping the fourth. Not a saguaro, not a sign of a saguaro. Not really many signs for cactus in general. It's like around Phoenix is cactus, the cactus capital, with a huge variety of cactus all around. But here, it's just all these shrubberies. That's all it is, grass, lots of hills and shrubs. Oh, there's a barrelhead cactus. And yeah, the beaver tails, those are pretty common. People have really played around with the beaver tails and made some freakish varieties. It's like they made some pugs. First United Realty. That's a thick bush tree. I wonder if they're pecan trees. Very different vegetation around here compared to Phoenix. Quite surprising. Barrel heads and bushes. This is all fenced off on the right. And they even have like barbed wire on the top. But there's no warnings. Is it for an airport? Mile 8. On the left it looks like it's fenced off for grazing. Okay, take a right to the airport. So that's what it's for. Nogales International Airport. It's just a tiny little airport. But it's an international airport. For drug smuggling. How many drugs have been smuggled at the Nogales Airport? Nogales International Airport. And there was, oh, wow. They don't have any jets, but they do have a bigger propeller plane. Not a huge one, maybe a 5 to 10 passenger one. Oh, there's the cows. They're all white, spread out, grazing on whatever little grass there's available. See about 10 of them. Not 10 blades of grass, but 10 cows. Nogales International Airport. That gets me. Maybe they put it like they named it that because of the proximity to the border. They want Mexicans to know that you can fly over the border as long as you're legitimate. Private, no trespassing. A lot of people have been trespassing, as evidenced by the dirt on the road. Could be coyotes smuggling people across, or maybe I'm just over exaggerating the whole illegal border crossing issue. I'm just assuming that all activity around here has something to do with illegal border crossing. This car ahead of me is maybe a part of a ring. The other car behind me might be a part of a ring. This truck, it could be smuggling. They're all smugglers! Watch your back! They might be trying to target me. Smuggle me into Mexico. So they can, the stable room at the Oak Ranch Bar Room, there's more white cows. See, white makes sense to me in the heat and the hot sun. Yeah, there's more on the left and right. Snow-capped mountain on the left. Black cows don't make sense to me in the hot places. They've turned to white fur cows. Ones that can handle the sun a little bit better. So I'm going slow because the car ahead of me is going slow. Man. And I kind of don't mind the drive, but I mean, an hour it's going to wear on me. They're stopping and taking a left. They're going to make a complete stop. I'm sure of it. They're going to make a complete stop. Knowing them. You got a reputation. You've been witnessed. Alright, yes it is 55. The actual speed is 55. So now I can pick it up. Although I'm not in that big of a rush, but I don't want to be the guy holding the other guy behind me. I don't want to be the guy holding that drug smuggler behind me up. I want them to get their drugs delivered on time and not use me as the reason why they couldn't get on time. They could pass me here for like 10 feet. 10 feet. Wow, that was a short one. There's just so many curves, but the reason there's so many curves is because there's so many hills. The reason there's so many hills is just because of how the geography formed over the hundreds of thousands of years through all that activity. There's a Joshua tree. Something different, a little different vegetation. Grass, bushes, barrel cactus. There's a different cactus. Patagonia, 7 miles. JCTR SR 390 and 60. Patagonia Lake State Park is now open. Not much to it. A smattering of trees around. At least you get distance, you get to view long distance. I expect the vegetation to increase heading east now because it just looks greener and greener as you head further east. It's quite remarkable. Just a gradual shade change heading east. Texas has really been a surprise to me. Was there a picture of a saguaro on that sign? I haven't seen a saguaro for miles. Mile 13, adopt a highway. So, vegetation should increase. See bigger, stronger, taller trees, colder temperatures, greener grass. It's gradual. It's all gradual. Really facing some hillsides, horny. Now, snow-capped mountain. Oh man, I like looking on the left, the right. I wish I could figure out how to turn this camera more. I don't want to mess with it because I've broken the power supply. I've broken the power cord somehow, so it can only be powered in certain positions. But let me just comment that the left looks pretty cool. I don't know how I'm going to deal with the sun. I got this camera back for the hot sun, but what about being faced directly with the sun? I can't be sitting there recording the sun. And I expect it to be facing the sun more than I currently am. guess I'm at a bit of an angle. I'm more of a northern angle. 40. I'm going 55 like a crazy man. There's no warnings about rocks, but you can clearly see they're falling. They just figure we'd figure it out. We'd figure it all out. I see some large boulders on the side of the road. You're probably gonna wanna. You'll probably be more cautious about others. Some places put signs. So this. I hear a weird sound. It's probably my engine falling apart. It sounds like metal is scraping. Oh, it was my cup. Watch for rocks. Okay. Oh, I scare myself so much. That's pretty. I think they cut into that hillside for this road. It really doesn't look natural. It looks like they're blowing the smithereens out of it. Chunking dynamite at it. Oh, there's some kind of historical sign. A hysterical sign. Yeah, these trees, wow, they really block the view. Some vegetation. As far south as I am, and I guess I just took for granted. Look at these trees. They're all green and pretty, and there's snow. There's snow on the ground. Wow. I'm only a few miles. I'm not too far from the border, and snow remains on the ground. Watch for rocks. Yeah, that's something else. You know, I guess the biggest concern is the sun in the summertime. The border ain't so bad in the end of February here. It's not too bad at all. I can handle this. For a few months out of the year, this place ain't so bad. It's a good time to cross the border. That's why like, you know, the political aspect of people from the South America crossing into America during the winter time, it's at its worst. They probably don't bother in the summertime. It's kind of like the Europeans crossing across the landscape of America in a certain season. I think they choose the summertime, actually. They stick with the northern region and choose the summertime. But you know, that's all they knew. They didn't have much information to go off of. The West is such a new territory. They could have probably also, some probably tried it. They could have probably also traveled across in the winter time in the southern areas. No, there's not much information about that one though. Most of the crossings seem to happen in the northern region and during the summertime. They had to get going and beat the snows. Reduce speed to what? 45? Alright, look at how much vegetation there is. It's like a swamp. It's like I'm in Louisiana already. Welcome to Patagonia. Patagonia. Red soil, water, little water. Big, thick tree. Is that an oak? Wow. 30. Oh my God. Alright. I'm at 50. Elevation 4050, founded 1898. But you never want to give the population. I think that's inconsiderate not to give population sizes. There's, once again, There's gotta be a standard for welcome signs. Give the population. Overnight parking, camping is prohibited. Wow. Small hick town like this and they're not welcome to